Are you 30 years old? Okay. You know what a liberal was. Liberals existed in the 60s. They were people that weren't this. They weren't socialists.
I didn't pay attention to
they accepted they accepted the military. They accepted basic principles of the country. God, they had a Democratic president who put through a
tax cut?
A tax bill that cut the taxes.
Yeah.
We didn't have anti-military people. We never questioned their military.
I see it as a step-by-step. This communism came step by step, and now this is where we are. It was inevitable.
Do you know who Walter Luther was? He's the head of the automobile, head of the auto industry, auto unions. Totally anti-communist. The union leaders in the 50s and 60s, I read about it.
Oh, thank you. Yes, we might have some of these just in case, but it'll be more fun because it's a free speech rally.
Well, they just thought that there were certain rights that it's carried.
Let's all change now.
Your question is really good, and I want to follow up. So, in like one word or one sentence, essentially, how do you distinguish liberal and leftist the way that Prager? What do you think his distinction he's drawing ultimately? Yeah. Or if it takes a paragraph, go ahead.
Just tell him to define it. I don't listen to every minute of his show, but a
liberal believes in the core principles of the United States and capitalism.
What makes them liberal versus conservative then? Let's start with that.
Why would you? What are they then? Why are they different from us?
How are they different from us?
Yeah, then that means I'm a liberal.
That's a really good question. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that.
That's a good question. How are they different? They may they may believe in certain aspects of the government. They may believe that government has some solutions that we don't believe.
Okay.
In government, but they still believe in the core principles of capitalism and free enterprise, and leftists don't.
Leftists are communists.
They're communists.
Yeah, they are socialists.
And
one way or
and how can I add how about the divine aspect? They're fully secular. They have no regard for God.
Yeah, and Dennis and I. Dennis would agree with this statement. I don't want to speak for Dennis. I don't want to say that I'm speaking for Dennis, but there's a difference in this country between the people who believe in a religion and those who don't believe in religion. And part of you make a good point. A large part of the fact that these people have drifted into this is they don't have religion. Liberals have religion. The religion of the left is their public policies, abortion, gay rights, global warming.
Right.
I mean, they're zealots about this stuff. You can't have a coherent debate and conversation with them. You can't sit down and have a discussion about the environment and the long-term environment with a person. They're unhinged in that regard.
I don't know if you.
Go ahead.
Fire away, man.
It's a religious thing. It's a blind religious thing.
That's it. That is their religion.
Kind of like.
I understand that. I understand leftism. I don't understand liberalism versus leftism. I don't understand. But as I put liberal in with the left.
I'll ask this question. Maybe you had answered it. I was outside with something. What are you mentioned gay rights and gay marriage. What are your views on that?
I couldn't care.
You don't care? You don't feel like...
It's not interest to me. I have made clear, I have had discussions with people about the fact of their intolerance of the fact that it's a perfect of a leftist. Okay? Now, I happen to be a believer that a child is much better brought up with a male and female bringing them up.
Absolutely.
He had a great hour today at 9 to 10. He had that guy John,
the
male-female hour.
No.
No,
that was yesterday. Yeah. Oh, okay.
The doctor, John, I forget his last name. He was about how to raise a child, and he talked about.
Oh, that was a great
PragerU,
a great
video,
PragerU,
or just the doctor.
No,
okay.
he had the.
But it was the video too.
The doctor was great.
Yeah,
okay.
He was great.
He was great. It was a great video. I immediately sent an email to Alan.
That's the one.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It said that was a fabulous. It was
a great
PragerU.
I got lucky.
I wasn't able to listen to the show, but the PragerU was great. I mean, that's how I talk to my clients. When I talk to my clients, I don't say to you, "Would you consider doing this?" I say, "You do what I tell you to do. This is what you need to do. Don't think about it. Do it. This is what you hire me to do." I don't get it. I don't immediately mouth the issues.
How did we get so lucky to have you now?
But what John was talking about, Dr. John was talking about. Well, do you want to be a good kid today? Do you want to do
no.
To you?
Outrageous.
I mean, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You know, you wonder why all these kids are screwed up because you haven't given them firm direction of what they want.
He should have you on his show.
Absolutely.
I keep on telling him that.
I just want to follow up on the gay marriage issue. I'm part of a group called Mass Resistance. So for us, it's a very heated concern. I'll share with you why, and I just want your final thoughts on it because to me, it's an issue that should require some. When I look at like same-sex conduct, for example, or like you mentioned, the needs for kids to have a mom and a dad, I feel that we are seeing a lot of societal ills because kids don't have a stable home. I feel that gay marriage is part of the reason why. Transgenderism specifically is a clear mental disorder. It's really hurting our culture. Those are my views. What's your take on that? And I'll leave it there.
I don't think it's a mental disorder. I think it's a genetic situation.
Really? Okay.
I think that I think it's the most overblown issue in the history of the United States.
Okay.
A minuscule amount of people it has been made into this religious element that we have to deal with the transgender people. What are there? How many are there? Are there 50,000? We got a country of 320 million people. We have to change every bathroom in the United States.
See, that's my thing. So you agree that that's an issue? Because that's a political problem.
But I don't. If somebody wants to do that, that's fine. I'm not interested. I don't care. I don't think about it. You know, I just whatever. You see, I think I'm a little bit different than you.
That's fine. I'm trying to understand your point of view.
I accept people's different views on this point, but a true gay marriage person won't accept my opinion that children are better brought up with a mother and a father.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean that everybody's going to be brought up. I was brought up only with a mother. I think I did pretty well. Do you think my mother did pretty well?
I think she did very well.
But
you had it
in
you. It
but
was in you.
The fact is that, but that doesn't mean you see, I can accept your opinion. I don't agree with your opinion. Mm-hmm. But see, they don't accept my opinion.
And you're not going to hang me from a tree for a different opinion or have my business destroyed or my livelihood at risk because we disagree.
I would have a discussion with you, and I would have a further discussion with you and say to you, you know, I disagree with you, and let's discuss it. And I think you could possibly be wrong. Let me explain. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
It's not like you're evil, you're wrong, you're terrible for believing that. I just don't believe in the same position you have on that.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for that. Appreciate it. Good.